This is a picture of Pablo Picasso, considered one of the greatest painters ever to exist. He had ADD. This is a picture of Steven Spielberg, considered one of the greatest living directors ever. He did not pass school at all. He did not pass the school after the sophomore year. And this is a picture of Thomas Edison, who famously did not attend school after the age of 12 due to his teacher telling him he had a learning disability. Now, all three of these men have something in common. Firstly, they're all incredibly successful in their respective fields. But another thing that they have in common is that the public education system failed all three of them. It failed all three of them. Now, I believe that public schooling and schooling in general kills creativity. And let me explain. Creativity is an exercise in critical thinking and allowing for failure. A high school and public school does not encourage these things at all. For example, for critical thinking, a study done by the HuffPost says that 51% of public schooling does not encourage critical thinking. That is a drastically low number. Another issue is failure. Now, this is an image of a school teacher that we all have an image of, one that hates failure and is very strict and does not want you at all to fail and wants you to succeed and is ruthless and is angry and is harsh all the time. These type of people kill creativity. Let me explain why. Creativity is about failing and failing and failing and failing until you get something absolutely perfect and where you want it to be. Now, school does not encourage that type of failure. If you fail and you move on, and they want you to forget about your failures and to never again make another failure ever again in your life. Afraid of failure is most likely the reason people don't pursue creative activities such as dancing, art, music, acting, all those types of things, because they're afraid to fail at them. And that is the absolute antithesis of creativity. So, another problem that arises is happiness. A study done by the College of South Carolina in Greensboro, who surveyed 80 adults, said that 20% of them were creative in their respective fields and what they did, and said that all of them were happy. Public school does not encourage happiness and mental well-being whatsoever. And because of this, a lot of people feel that their creative drive and their motivation is hampered by this unnecessary stress from high school and from life. And everyone knows that when you're calm and when you're relaxed and you're happy, creative ideas exude and flow through you. So what are some solutions that we can do to help this problem? Well, sadly, a study done in the UK showed that 28% of schools are defunding art programs and art institutions, and this is incredibly sad for all sorts of reasons. One, you are perhaps killing the next Picasso or Spielberg. Another solution, of course, as I said earlier, we need to encourage failure and encourage defeat, so that way you may be able to come out of this stronger and better. This is a picture of the typical well-known, the left side of the brain being the analytical and strategic and thinking one, and this is the right side of the brain, the one creative and artistic. Now, as you can see, the left brain looks a bit dull and boring, and the right side looks a bit more free and happy and lively. Do you want to live in a world where we just have that side? Or do you want both? Thank you.